Alright guys, we are back with another video. So, yesterday was Easter. I hope everybody had a great Easter holiday. Um, it got me in the mood to draw a cute little bunny, so I figured that would be a good thing to do this week. So this is my more simple drawing that we're doing right here. Started with a wide oval, not a tall one, but a wide one. And I'm fixing it up a little bit. And I put some little ears on. Very simple shapes again. Simple lines, just curved lines coming up off of that wide oval. So I get my little triangle nose here. Little curved lines, kind of like the letter W coming off for the mouth. I have finally figured out how to speed up my art videos for you so you don't have to sit around for an hour anymore. Hopefully that will help more people, because I don't want you guys to have to sit in front of the computer all day or for an hour, even though I still think that you should be spending at least 30 to 45 minutes on a drawing, just like we do in class for the most part. So, curved lines for the eyes and the eyelashes. Here I am comparing the lines inside to the outside part of the ear. So that's what that line right there was for. You're basically mimicking or copying that outside line. Makes it a little easier for me to draw, so I wanted to point it out to you guys as well. I draw a couple little rectangles, kind of, for the teeth. I start doing some little flowers. I think 4 different types of flower. This is one of the more simple kinds, just a big circle or oval with some little curved lines that come off of it as your flower petals. So again, I'm just trying to stick with simple shapes. I start another flower here, and I do not end up liking how it comes out. Maybe you guys can do a better version, but try to do like a triangle one, kind of like maybe a daffodil where it comes up out of the green triangle, kind of like we see in our picture over on the left that I'm looking at for this, but I don't like how it comes out, so I erased it. So just as a heads up for you guys too, if something just isn't working, just try something different. You don't have to figure it out if you're just not feeling it. So I did another simple circle or simple flower here with a big circle, a smaller circle inside, just to kind of give me a guideline about how size-wise, how big I wanted that flower to come out. This flower comes out kind of weird looking. I'm honestly not a big fan of it, but it's not bad. It makes me think of the trees in the Dr. Seuss story, the Lorax. So I ended up keeping it. I didn't erase that one at least, but wasn't one of my favorite ones. This one here is my favorite. So I start with kind of a raindrop shape for the middle. And then I do some like curvy triangles that come off of it as the flower petals. This is how I usually draw flowers too, or my simple, kind of fancy, simple looking flowers. So now I'm just cleaning up some lines here. Now I'm about to start coloring this. So I make it a little bit smaller so it's not taking up a ton of room, because I was gonna move on to the next one, but then I decided I was going to color. So this is just if you have colors. I know not everybody does, so if you don't have any crowns or colored pencils or markers or even paint at home, you are welcome to keep shading. But I wanted to do a little bit of a sample showing video of coloring for those of you that do, because I have seen some colored pieces coming in, so it's really nice to see those from you guys. So again, when you are coloring, please try to stay inside the lines. Whether you're coloring or shading, make sure it's not getting too scribble-scrabbly looking. The way to stay inside the lines is really to slow down. And as a reminder, this is sped up. This is not how Miss Mobley draws. I do not draw or color this quickly. So I sped this video up so it wouldn't be as long. So I put my colors in, and then I usually do go back like this and clean up the lines a little bit. So if you do go outside of the lines, this is a nice way to like hide that. You can go back over and clean it up, and then if you did have any mistakes, nobody knows. It's not going to really be possible to erase, like since I'm using the computer here, it's very easy to erase my color mistakes. It's not really easy to erase color mistakes when you're using, definitely not crayons, but not really colored pencil either. So you just gotta take your time and do your best. This is a great opportunity to try lots of different colors. So if you want to do flowers on the top, you can. Or you could do some little eggs with different Easter or spring designs. If you're not really a fan of Easter, you could still do a nice drawing of a bunny or a drawing of something spring related. If you don't want to do this drawing, I am going to do another one that I think will possibly be more appealing towards the boys, since I'm not sure. Hopefully some of you boys will don't mind flowers. So this is again my favorite flower right here that I'm working on. I cleaned it up with some nice black outlines. I like how that red one came out. So again, just cleaning up lines a little bit. Make sure you are taking your time. I know this video is about 14.5 minutes long, but I probably spent like almost an hour doing both of these little drawings. So if you're really wanting to get better at art, which I hope you are, or you're wanting a good art grade, or you're wanting to just practice, you gotta spend time on it. Some little yellow dots inside. So here I added a little bit of white. I don't know if your white colored pencils or crowns are really going to come out this nicely, showing it a lot whiter, but they might. I haven't used crowns to color in a while. Maybe I should break out a coloring book sometime soon. So I am going to add a little bit of shading right here. So I had a little bit of a darker purple in there. I didn't want to get too much into shading when it comes to color, but you will have darker areas with colors and lighter areas with colors. So just like when you're shading with your pencil, you're going to have that darker areas and lighter areas even with color. So if you want to try and shade some with your colors, you're welcome to, but it is not required. So you are welcome to just do simple coloring, just coloring it in with your bright colors or whatever colors that you want to use. So I finished that one. I'm going to move it over. I make it a little bit smaller because I had no more room for my other drawing. So I move her over, put a number 1 next to it because it's my first one. I forget to number this second one. I just stopped the recording too quickly, I guess. But this next one is more of an angry looking bunny. So I start with kind of a lemon or football shape. or almond or whatever kind of shape you want to call that. I circled those ears on the bottom left picture because I wanted to kind of use the ears there, at least the way that they're placed off to the side more. I tried to make my own kind of design, but I was going more off of this angry bunny holding the basket of eggs over there, because I thought that that would be kind of silly. So you usually see the happy Easter bunnies. Again, you don't have to do it the exact same way as me. If you have a different bunny you see here that you like, or you find a picture online, or your parents help you find a picture that you really like, you're welcome to do a different picture. If you aren't going to do a bunny, please make sure that you are spending as much the same amount of time or detail. So there I drew the letter M because I kind of used the letter M to make the top of that nose. I just wanted to point that out. It's kind of like a spread out letter M. So I had those zigzag lines basically for the tops of the eyes, the eyebrow area, and then I put some ovals coming off of them for the eye. Had a straight horizontal line for the mouth because he's angry. Adding on some little zigzags over here to show he's a hairy bunny. And some little freckles. And when I first started my drawing here, I liked how his shoulders looked right there. But then when I add his hand here, it looked kind of silly. And he ended up coming out looking really muscular and buff. So I thought that was a little crazy. I try to like make it a little less muscular looking, but he still comes off looking pretty fit. So I'm trying to draw a hint of some fingers and a hand here, like he's holding an egg. I thin out his shoulders just a little bit and his neck. In a minute I'm going to be drawing eggs. I wanted chocolate or something like that. What was it that I wrote? You'll see in a minute. I was just adding something silly. So you can draw any kind of face for your bunny that you want. I'm hoping to see lots of crazy bunny faces. Here we go. Eggs! I want chocolate! You could even do some little designs on your egg as well. So I'm about to do a little bit of shading, but not much, blending lightly with my finger. And that is basically the end of the video, guys. So I hope you liked it. I can't wait to see yours. I hope you all had a wonderful Easter holiday. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.